Okay, in this problem, we're going to continue talking about the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. Here we have a more complete list of dollar cost for a market basket that we hold constant through time, which allows prices to change from period to period, but quantities to be held constant through time. We're going to convert these dollar values into percentages over here, and the percentages are called the Consumer Price Index for a given year. Up here we have the cost of the market basket in 1983. So I'm going to first copy this to Excel. We'll get a new sheet, and I'm going to call this the CPI. This is the dollar cost, and this is year, and this is 1983. And in 1983, the CPI was, the dollar cost was $1,052. Okay? And remember, the CPI in the base year, which 1983 is the base year, is the dollar cost of the market basket in a given year divided by the base year dollar cost. And it just so happens to be 1983. I'm going to hit F4 to freeze the denominator in row 2. Then multiply by 100 and hit enter. Again, we get 100, right? That's exactly what we should get. 100. Okay, let's do this. I'll bold that. Okay, now we need to copy the values from the table. So I'll go down here and copy the values from the table. Put them in Excel. Okay. And I think this last column is inflation, right? Yeah, last column is inflation. So we'll call that inflation. I can't calculate that inflation rate because I don't know 1982's CPI level. And this is just ... right? Yada yada yada. We'll just put a line there since we can't calculate it. Okay. Now we have to get the CPI for 2004. I'm going to go ahead and just copy this and paste it here, and then just show you how I got it. Okay, so the CPI in 2004 is 303.71%. How did we get that? Well, let me do this. Here we go. Okay, so we typed equal B4, which is the dollar cost of the market basket in 2004, by B2, the dollar cost of the market basket in the base year. And then we multiply by 100. Okay? And remember, the dollar sign freezes us in column B, and the dollar sign here freezes it in row 2. So now I can just drag this down, and I get all the CPIs. Okay, so if I click on this, I'm dividing that number by the base year number. In the next one, I'm dividing this number in 2006 by the base year number, etc., 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 right? Everybody see that? So I'm taking this $8,038 in 2014, and I'm divided by the base year in 1983. Okay, now for inflation rates, remember what the inflation rate is. Equal, parenthesis, what it is in 2005 minus what it was in 2004 divided by what it was in 2004 times 100. Okay, so it's the percent change in the CPI from one year to the other. Now we get the same value if we'd used the dollar cost. If we had used the dollar cost of the market basket, instead we get the same exact number. So we get the same exact number. Okay. So I'll go ahead and drag this down, and we have all the inflation rates. Where is the inflation rate highest? The inflation rate is highest from 2005 to 2006. Where is the inflation rate lowest? It's lowest in 2010. Prices only rose by 5.74% from 2009 to 2010. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this stuff into my open math. So one at a time. Okay. I saved you all the pain of watching me copy those individually, and I'm sure you're going to appreciate that. So I've copied all this information that we calculated in Excel into my open math. I'm going to hit enter, and hopefully I get everything. All these boxes have a green check mark. Let's see. And I wrote these questions, and every time I do this and I get a bunch of green checks, it makes me feel really good. So I'm feeling awesome right now. It might not seem like it, but I am. Now we got to calculate the average inflation rate for the period. So again, we go back to Excel, and we're going to put the average inflation rate right here. So we type equal average. And what average does is it sums all these values, and then it divides by the number. So we type equal average D5 to D14, and it averages everything in the blue box. And it's probably going to be with a high of 16.63, the low of 5.74, probably around 10. Let's see what happens. 9.71, that's pretty close. So the average inflation rate is 9.71%. We'll hit enter to see if we got it right. Nice. Now, this says you expect a taco that cost $1 in 2004 to cost what in 2005, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the inflation rate, the annual inflation rate, to calculate this. It cost $1 in 2004, and it cost what in 2005? Well, we can't use the CPI. If it was asking me if it cost $1 in 1983 and what it costs today, well, that would be pretty easy. It was $1 in 1983, is $3.31 today, but the CPI in 2004 is not equal to 100. So we're going to use the percent change to figure this out. Basically what we're doing is we're assuming the increase in the price of tacos, the percent increase in the price of tacos, equals the inflation rate. So we're going to take $1 and we're going to multiply it by this percent. Now remember, we multiplied this by 100. Okay, so let me do this. First, I'm going to change this to a percentage. Or I'm going to change the percentage to a decimal. Okay. If I click on percent here, you can see that this is percent and this is percent. So the first thing you want to do is divide by 100. So this is 9.14% and this is 9.14%. Okay. So the dollar, if it costs $1 in 2004, how much did the price go up by? Well, the price went up by that many cents. So you can, this is the way you think about it. This, if the thing cost $1 in 2004, the price increased by 9.14 cents. Okay? So all we're really doing is we're adding this and changing it to cents right here. So this is dollars. So we're just going to add this essentially to the dollar. And go back to my open math. Hopefully I didn't explain that too bad. So this is the cents something that cost $1 went up by. So we round that to a penny. We have 9 cents. So if it cost $1 in 2004, it's going to cost $1.09 in 2005. Everybody see that? What about in 2014? This one's a little trickier. Because we have the percent change from 2013 to 2014. We don't have the percent change from 2004 to 2014. So what we have to do right here is we have to calculate the percent change from 2004 to 2014. The percent change. Now I can multiply by 100 to convert it to a percent, or I can just leave it in decimal form. I'm going to just leave it in decimal form. Okay, so how much did it increase by? It increased by $1.52, right? It increased by 152%. In decimal, it increased by 1.52. So we're gonna. This is how much something that cost $1 in 2004 increased by. So we have to add that to what it cost in 2004. So $2.52. Whoops. Okay. Another way to do that is to take the percent change in decimals. Here's a percent change in decimal. That's the percent change in decimal. Another way to do this is you take what it cost in 2004, $1. You multiply it by 1 plus the percent change in decimal, and you get $2.52. Right? So this is what it is in decimals, 152% or 1.52. You add that to 1, and you multiply by the dollar. Right? So there's a couple ways to do it. Okay, next, in Caucasia, this economy, LASIK surgery cost $1,523.75 in 2004 and $1,174.29 in 2013. The real price of the surgery in 2004 is what? We want to calculate the real price. So when we're calculating the real price in 2004, I'm going to go ahead and copy this and put it in my spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm gonna write right here nominal price. Okay, nominal price. I'm gonna put the year here, 2004. And then over here I'm gonna write real price. And then I'm gonna write 2013 here. Okay, and I'm going to list the nominal prices. So 1523.75 nominal price, 1174.29 2013. Whoops. Period. Decimal place. Now the price went down. Why did the price go down? Well, generally speaking, when markets are relatively free, they're not managed by government or heavily regulated. When they're relatively free, what you see through time is prices falling and quantity and quality rising. You see that in cell phones. You see that in LASIK eye surgery. You see that in televisions. Okay? Now you want to calculate the real price. And this real price here is in 2004 dollars. So over here I'm going to put in parentheses 2004 dollars. Okay? And this is in, the nominal price here is in, let me do this. Split this out. This is in 2004 dollars because the year is 2004. So this value is in 2004 dollars. This value is in 2013 dollars. 2013 dollars. Okay? That's in 2013 dollars because that's the price tag. If you were to go on the internet in 2013 and you wanted to find out what LASIK eye surgery cost in 2013, if it was the year 2013, you check the internet, that would have been the sticker price in 2013. That's the sticker price in 2004. We can't compare these two because we have inflation. So what we want to do is we want to convert this to $2004 and we want to convert that to $2004. So the way you do this is you take, this is in $2004, you divide it by the CPI in 2004. When you do this, you get rid of the dollar units. Okay? And then you want to multiply it by the year in which you want to, the year for the real price. And the real price is, we want dollars in 2004 dollars. So we get the same thing. Right? We get the same thing as we had, right? So when the real price, if we want to calculate the real price for a given year, 2004, if that year is the same as the nominal price of the year, 2004, the real price and the nominal price are the same thing. Why is that? Because the CPI we're using to get rid of the dollars is the same as the New Year's dollars. Okay, maybe it'll make sense when I do the next one. Okay, so the next question is what? The real price of this surgery in 2013 is blank in 2004 dollars. So now we want to calculate the real price of the surgery that had a sticker price of 2013. We want to price that in 2004 dollars. So again, what you do is you take the nominal price in 2013. You want to get rid of the 2013 dollars, so you're going to divide by the CPI in 2013, right? This right here gets rid of 2013 dollars. Then you're going to multiply by the CPI in 2004 to give it 2004 dollars. And you can see that when you account for inflation, the nominal price fell, but when you account for inflation, it was a huge decrease in prices, right? We can't compare these two prices because we have inflation. This is in 2013 dollars. This is in 2004 dollars. So what do we do? We accounted for inflation by doing what? We took the nominal price, the sticker price, and we divided by the 2013 CPI. That got rid of $2013. Then we multiplied it by the CPI in 2004 to give it $2004. Okay? So let's go ahead and copy this information in. The real price and the real price in 2013. The 2013 surgery in 2004 dollars is that value. So prices really went down when you account for inflation. And we hit enter, we should get all the answers correct. And we do. We got all the answers correct.